we're putting the pony up. We're gonna do three fingers from the hairline. The pony needs to be sitting right about there. This bow is really big this year, so make sure that you get it on top of their head, otherwise it's gonna fall backwards. So right now I'm just slicking everything up. She's got a lot of baby hairs, so we do a lot of spray and
You can use a pomade too.
yeah, I've got my little pomade. So I've got the pomade, we've got it up. Harper has tons of little baby hairs, so we started using this pomade. It's called Fat Boy. It was Tara's suggestion and it's fabulous. So I just, throwing it all over the place. I pull all of her baby hairs up. After I put the pomade in, I go back and smooth them with the teasing brush. This is a boar bristle teasing brush, so it's got really fine. Those donuts are kind of soft, so you can actually like pin it into the donut, pin it into their ponytail, whatever you need to do. I know she doesn't have as much hair as some of the girls, like just enough to secure it. They all have these little cinch things. So what we did last year is I put it on, which this one's a little bit different than our one from last year. Put it on and then I cinched it up. And then gently have to, pull those sides up. There are little combs in there that should grab, but then I cinched it. And then the one from last year I was able to, but yeah, this one will do it. Twist it back over. So I twisted it. Yeah. Kind of like a hair tie. You may never get this out of your hair. That way. I typically use a ton of bobby pins, and she doesn't have a ton of hair, so her bun is basically the donut. But I know some of the girls that have a lot of hair, some of the moms opt to use the zip ties, which I'm not sure off the top of my head who typically has the zip ties.
Tina usually.
Tina, huh? Middendorf's. Okay, so if you are a parent that uses the zip ties, and some of the new parents are interested, you may want to help them out a little bit, because I know that that will help keep them secure. I bobby pin them until she wouldn't be able to walk through a metal detector, but the zip ties would work as well. Here, hold it. I'm gonna put it. It should just go around one time. That's what ours last year did. So Bo did go around one time.
That's so cute.
Oh, it's so cute.
That's so cute.
I have the massive, Harper's favorite, the big bobby pins.
What you do?
They are
You like her bow?
huge.
bow?
Isn't that pretty?
So I usually take them one from the side and I put it across the actual hair tie that the bow is attached to. So one on this side in the front. And then I do one going the opposite direction on the back of the hair tie. I don't know, Sheridan, if you can get in and see it. So the hair tie is kind of underneath all of the bun and everything. So I really want to get into the hair tie and attach that in too. So this is like 85 bobby pins in, and then those are the last two that we put in. Okay, so we've got it in. We've decided that the look for the hairpiece is going to be big throughout. So it's not bad on its own, but we are gonna go in and I'm gonna kind of separate, maybe. It's in layers. So if you can pull in,
Yeah, kind of that little top
this
section.
area, yeah. So you should be able to separate your layers out a little bit. And I'm just gonna drop this one forward. But I wanna do a little more teasing to this
Kinda
section,
stack it a little bit.
because it's all been stuck in a bag for who knows how long. So I'm gonna go in.
Just add a little volume in there to kind of so it'll stack a little bit better.
Yeah, and you can spray it too. I would maybe hold off on like really heavy spray, but if you have a workable hairspray, that won't make it fuzzy.
And you can kind of like mold these curls, you know, like if some of them get kind of where they're like the curl isn't great, you can kind of like hit them with some hairspray and kind of mold them and curl them around your finger, and they'll kind of go back into a curly, yeah, because they're all
like
they're
this
all
one. Yeah, like this one right here is laying
a little
real
wonky.
funky, so you can just twist it back out so it'll lay back
Yeah.
into a curl. So
And then I would say kind of these more top sections, you don't want to tease a ton on those because you want them to lay a little bit smoother on the top.
right, so this will be probably the last one that I'm going to go in and add some height tease to it, and then it's going to be more smoothing it. And these next ones, we're just kind of making sure that they're directed back so they're not falling forward into their face.
And then that top section is just going to be a lot of curl molding to kind of just make the curls lay nice. So let's see, I have a little bit of hairspray.
And so we want the ponytail to be full, so you're gonna have to kind of pull some of the curls over just a little bit. Let's go that way. Like Jen said, it's really kind of just directing them and making them
molding those curls the way
look
you
better,
want it.
yeah.
And then like when we get to this top section here, I would say just do a teeny little bit of teasing so that'll all kind of stay together, and then just kind of smooth it a little bit.
It's like I may have put it on a little crooked. I'll have to pay more attention next time, but there is a pretty solid line
Okay.
for that front section. So like Jen said, just put the tease. I did do it a little bit crooked because I'm used to being in a mirror. I'm gonna go in just from behind and tease, but then I'm gonna kind of smooth the top.
And then just kind of direct those curls different directions. this is so cute.
I can't see. Yeah, I do have it a little bit crooked. It actually has a pretty solid, like what I would consider the front. So I'm thinking that it's right where that clip is. There's a comb right at the front of mine. So if I would have lined that up a little bit better with right the center of her forehead, I think that would have been perfect.
Okay.
So mine is a little bit off.
So everybody just make that
But
note to
where that-
line that comb up.
Yep,
at the
where that
front.
comb
Yeah.
up or where that comb is should be the center because it does want to kind of lay that way. Okay, so we've got the center standing up. The curls look pretty. Then you can go in and spray it, kind of fluff the curls in the bottom part because you don't want the bottom to be real clumpy and the top to be real fine. But then we're gonna have to definitely hairspray these a lot so
Yep.
that they're not falling into their face. We want it
Correct.
to be
Stiffer,
big,
but stiffer.
but we don't necessarily want it to be floppy. So definitely spray, spray, spray once you get it laying in the area that you want. We had Harper just do a tumbling pass just to kind of check out the curls. And we are finding a little bit that these curls on the side, although we want them to be full, they do kind of flop forward. So what I'm gonna do is actually take that curl. So probably the best thing to do would be get it up, get it big, get it where you want it, have them shake their head around and see what falls forward. Yeah, see this one will kind of fall forward. So I'm just gonna go kind of in the middle of it. I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna pin it into the donut, maybe. There we go. So we still have the curls, we still have the pony, the fullness, but I am gonna take away, yeah, I'm gonna take away that ability for it to fall forward into her face. So we still got the fullness, we still got the shape. Now that's not gonna fall forward in her head.